Hello, ghosts and ghouls. Boozy Bones here, coming at you from Blighttown. At least the entrance to Blighttown. I'm going to have a little liquid courage in the form of a tasting of the pumpkin spice porter that I brewed in a video a couple weeks ago. I bottled it, and I want to make sure that it's carbonating well. Regardless, I have some preparation before I enter Blighttown that I will show you. Now, you do not have to do this, but apparently I'm doing a 100% guide, or something close to it. So this is only if you want to do everything in the area or just make your life a little easier. I already got the rusted iron ring, so let's start with something else, shall we? First, we're going to stay in the depths and we're going to get the spider shield. That I forgot while we were actually in the area, and this is going to give us some great poison. The second thing that I'm going to do, which is a little bit of a grind, but I'm going to collect 30 hard humanity at least before we enter Blighttown, and it's because after the fight with Quelana, you're going to find the Chaos Covenant, and if you rank to 2, 30 humanity given with the Chaos Covenant, then you can unlock the passage to Lost Izalith and save Solaire. This is a good start for him. There is a pyromancer vendor in the swamp of Marshtown that appears under certain conditions, one of which being a +10 pyromancer flame. So I'm upgrading. We want to give Andre the blacksmith any embers that we have so we can fully upgrade our weapons. I would like to upgrade my claymore to +10 before we reach Quelana, or at least for the fight. That requires about 9 large titanites, but luckily we can farm them.
Why not?
And I will show you how to do that off of the slugs in the swamp, which is also why we wanted the rusted iron ring. Oh, female undead merchant, you fox, you. We need to buy some purple moss clump and blooming purple moss clump from our wonderful female merchant friend. That, along with the spider shield, will be very helpful to fight poison and toxin in Blighttown, of which there is plenty. So grab some of those and some homeward bones, arrows, bolts while you're at it if you roll that way, but make sure at least that you buy those moss clumps and get them onto your toolbar.
Come again, if you please.
Oh, I'll be back. I'm always satisfied with your service. Now that that's done, we're ready to go. I know that was a lot of work to get ready, and I'll clarify as we reach the particular events why we did those. Honestly, I only want to do this once, if possible. I've heard Remastered has improved the frame rates, but once upon a time I had many a death here because of bridges and water wheels. So there's a ladder right up here that we're going to take. First, a little bit about the area. I want to think about this in 3 or 4 individual areas. First, there's an upper walkway, then a lower, and then the swamp. So I guess really it's 3 areas. Enemies are going to include inflicted hollows and likewise inflicted barbarians. Here's the first one. They all inflict some nasty status effects like poison and toxin. There's also going to be blow dart hooligans, which will inflict toxin on one shot nearly every time. Their darts can be blocked, but they're a pain in the ass. Those enemies... There you go, nice backstab. Those enemies don't respawn. These guys do, but they are pretty slow. You can see that you can kind of circle behind him. The important thing is not to get swarmed by the inflicted hollows or knocked off bridges by these guys. I thought I almost had him, but not quite. So far so good. We're going to come upon our first blow dart hooligan soon. So shield up. Honestly, that's the way to do it. These guys are fairly slow. Don't let them intimidate you. You can see our first item down below over there. So just circle behind these guys, backstab them. If you can get them off the bridge, even better. But just take them out. There we go. So I think... shield up. Yep, there they are. The first inflicted. They have a pretty nasty lunge attack that grapples you, and it's really easy to get surrounded. So I'm just going to take my time, try to kite these guys around if possible, and do my best not getting swarmed. There's a dart whizzing by my head. I'm just going to run to him, I think. I know there's more of those inflicted hollows around here. I'm just going to take him out. Come here, you. There we go. Oh, there's a couple of them. Oh, behind me. Okay. 2's not a problem. 3? 4? Well, 4's not a problem. This is a good example of, I guess, what could go wrong, but with the Claymore, I should get some good sweeping attacks in. And again, as long as you keep them in front of you, they really shouldn't be a problem. They do inflict poison, I believe, which does build up, but that's why we have the Spider Shield. It shouldn't allow that poison to build up too much, as long as we block their attacks. So first, before we continue, we're going to take this ladder down, and we're going to grab our first soul item of the area. I think the way is clear for me. Except here's one. Not going to get a backstab, though. Alright, here's another one. What are you doing swinging a corpse at me? Patsy! Patsy, is that you? Oh, he's using Patsy as a weapon. Oh no. Oh, poor guy. Hey, so if you haven't seen my my Death Road to Canada series, that's actually a really fun game that I picked up from the arcade, and it's got a lot of replay value. So if you're interested in roguelites that are absolutely ridiculous, check that out. Patsy and Boozy have gone on many an adventure. But we're going to make our way a little bit forward, and there's an item that you can get really only from this vantage point. You can see how many people have tried. So where this hollow is coming from, that's the path that we would normally take, so we're just going to clear him out so he doesn't distract us, but we're not taking that path. We're going to make this jump to that item. Little trick is to unencumber yourself, just remove equipment if you can, and it makes the jump good. Makes the jump a lot easier. So there we have the Iaito, a pretty good dex-based weapon, which I am not. There you go, seeing my shitty build while I re-equip. Look at those horrible stats. That's what I get as starting as a thief in a strength build. Anyway, we're going to drop off and just make our way to the first bonfire. So, first things first, we're going to turn around and make our way back to where we dropped down from the Iaito. There's a couple items over here, but no path forward. So there are some enemies that we want to watch out for. I'm going to probably wait for them to come to me, just so I don't get swarmed. But this is the Wobbly Bridge coming up. It's a lot of work for just one humanity. But we really want to make every humanity count while we're down here. I hope that I don't have to spend any with the fight with Quelana, but hey, this is Dark Souls. You never really know what's going to happen. I have more than 30 at this point, but we need to stay at 30. You notice that I'm not human at this point. Blighttown is pretty notorious for invasions, so I just don't want to get distracted beating everyone that comes to me through invasions. So it's better if they all just stay away. You know what I mean? But seriously, I'm just going to wait until the boss fight. There is one summon down here who is in the swamp between the bonfire and Quelana, Mildred the Maneater. She is paid homage to by the Mad Woman. in Dark Souls 3. Time for the wobbly bridge. More often than not, just going quickly helps, but you can see the humanity item down below. These doggos are quick, they're not too powerful. It's really their fire attack that really hurts. So just watch out for that. There it is. I'm just going to be patient with this guy. The thing about Blighttown, there's enemies lurking everywhere. I might go to Sen's Fortress next, and there's a lot of traps through there. But this place just seems unpredictable. So we want to break this and walk carefully along this wall, and there's our humanity. You could homeward bone back if you're worried about the bridge. I'm just going to walk across it, test my luck a little bit, but that's where we're headed next. Alright, deep breath. And there we go. The last time we have to cross that god-awful bridge. Now I'm just going to go back to the bonfire and... I could probably get by just moving right along. There's going to be a ladder right up there that we're going to take up. You can see the soul item there. But let's rest real quick. Okay, so our goal for the moment is the Shaodow Set, which will, I guess, make you look like a ninja. It doesn't have enough armor for me, but I'll show you guys where to get it. So you're going to go up this first ladder. There's going to be a couple inflicted right around here. But if you make a little U-turn, cross that bridge, there's a soul item. Be careful of the floor. It will cave in if there's enough damage. I was probably going to say be careful of their embrace, but I guess I didn't have a chance to. There, so that one fell. We got him. I think we're good. Now he's gonna come up. Okay. Come on. There you go. Oh no. Oh, alright. Yeah, there was one in that barrel, wasn't there? Nope, nope. Come on, get out of here. Well, Blighttown, folks. That's okay. Let's go get our souls back. It's just a little unpredictable. No testament of my ability whatsoever. It's okay, Boozy. You can think that. I don't know why the souls were all the way over here, though. Should have been a lot closer. Nice backstab of redemption there. I don't know, sometimes souls do that. Bloodstains travel a little bit. What's that? Alright, soul. So, we're not going... Oh! There you go. Okay. Jeez, they keep coming, don't they? Safe now? Yes, okay. So we're gonna climb up, go around this little barricade here. So this is the path that you would come if you didn't take the Iaito, which we took. So just drop down one. There you have the Shaodow Set. And we'll drop down again. If you take the ladder, you can't get this, so you actually want to drop down to get that soul. so those guys are gonna see me. Those doggos are coming up. I forget where they're gonna come from, but I know they're after me now. Not cornered. Not locked in here with you. Locked in here with me. There he goes, coming up the ladder. I don't know how he plans on getting to me, but maybe we have time to get this. So just break the barricade. Grab the soul. Of course I picked it at a wrong time. Ooh! Off the... No. It's okay. We can get him. Alright, where are your doggos? Anyway, let's just... Oh. What I want to do is roll off onto the next part of the bridge. So I'll take care of these guys. There we go. That's that one. I'm just going to book it back to the bonfire. The next part's going to have another blow dart bastard in it, so we're going to rest up before we make our way to him. And here we go. So now we can not go up that ladder, and we can just book it to the next bridge area. There's going to be a couple doggos there. An inflicted here. These enemies really aren't... Spoke too soon. These enemies really aren't too bad right now. There was a dart going by me, and there's the toxic. You can see to my left, the eagle shield is down that way. It's a pretty good heavy shield. If we buy the Artorias crest and go to Darkroot Basin next, just going to heal Toxin there. And if we go to the Darkroot Basin and if we fight Sif, that fight really needs to have a shield with high poise. And that Eagle shield has poise somewhere in the 80s, I think. So we're going to just go down here, drop down again. But I'll show you guys how to get that shield, so hopefully you can use it with Sif. Right around here somewhere, there's a ladder that goes up. I might clear these enemies first. We want to get up there. Oh. I'm telling you, they just keep coming. So that crawler is not something that you can take on from the front. We're going to have to go behind him. But that's where we're headed. Yeah, so let's take a look up here real quick. No, not quite yet. Sorry, I forgot exactly where this was. I'm sure we'll find it. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop down, get Blow Dart Dude. Back, yep, back this way. Why I hate Blighttown. There's worse maps. I'm giving it a hard time, but it's not that bad of an area. We're not going to go down here yet. There's going to be some more enemies down there. And that will allow us to go behind the crawler. For now, we're going to climb up the tower and get Blow Dart Asshat. There you are. right across here. Oh no, this is the tunnel for the crawler. The ramp before brings you to the lower Blighttown area. So what's important with this? This is going to give you a pretty powerful pyromancy, which is also why we upgraded our pyromancy flame to +10. Indirectly upgraded. We upgraded it so we could get the NPC who only appears on some occasions, one of which being that upgrade. But if we kill this guy, we'll get that, and we'll be able to pass through. Just stay back far enough, have some sort of linear attack, like with the Claymore, and you'll be able to take it out without any damage. So there he goes. Somebody was throwing darts at me. Did he fall? I don't know, maybe. But there we go with power within. Something like increased strength for lower hit points. But let's go get that shield before we move on. I've cleared out the enemies, so there's very little risk involved here. Where are we going? Let's try down this time. I think it's down and then off to the left here. Yeah, this was it. I don't know why I tried to go up before. There's an ambush right over here. Not too bad. And this is the Eagle Shield. Now, I'm not going to use it in my fight with Quelana. This is a shield that I'm going to hold on to. I'll show you guys how to get the Dragon Crest shield in another video. That's a shield with an undead dragon sitting in the Valley of Drakes, right along with the Astoria Straight Sword. So I'll be sure to post a video on how you can get both of those real quick. We probably could have gone for those earlier. I just like the Claymore better, so... that is a good shield, though, to use in this upcoming fight because of its high fire damage resistance. Looks like this barbarian is coming to meet us, though. I don't really like the area I'm fighting him in. Backstab there. Man, who died here, huh? Sure wasn't me, right? There we go. One more. What you giving me? Ah, a poopy. Okay. So now we can go down into the lower Blighttown. Now there's going to be a couple drops here that you just want to handle kind of safely, but aren't anything too bad. Just watch your step. That fog wall doesn't go to anything important, it just kind of opens up the area. I will probably honestly forget about it because you don't need it. And we're not going to take it now because we're going to drop right here for that item. Which I think is the whip? Yes, okay. And we're going to drop again. And we're going to turn to the right, and that's going to be our way out. Cool. I think that's it. Sure, why not? Let's go. So now we're making our way into what I would consider to be the lower Undeadburg, but you have a new enemy, some sort of a fire spider, whippy creature thing. They're real easy. Just make sure you don't get hit by that whip. Swing behind. But there's the bonfire close by in the swamp. we're going to work our way to the Wanderer set and the Falchion first. So let's take care of these guys, and we're going to work our way to the left. Shield up, because there's always going to be a dart hooligan somewhere. He's over there to the left. I can't find the ladders. They're usually marked by torches, but... oh, shit, he got me. Almost inflicted there, but... I'm sitting on 32 humanity right now. It's pretty good. Oh, almost took a digger there. Yeah, no damage from their darts, really, as long as you block it. But here's our Wanderer set. So if you're feeling brave, you can fight all those spiders on the way down to the swamp, or you could just roll off of here. I'll at least take a ladder down to mitigate some of the fall damage, but don't feel like you're really losing anything just by rolling off. The bonfire is off to the right just a little bit. These mosquitoes, as long as you have a good vertical attack, then you should be fine. They're a little bit of a pain if you try to attack diagonally or too low, or... There is a soul item underneath me right now. I'll grab it later. I think it is just a soul item. But let's make our way to the bonfire first, and we will regroup there. You can see in the swamp, I almost immediately got poisoned. That's why we got the Rusted Iron Ring, just so we would be able to move a little bit faster in the watery environment. So let's go through the swamp area now, huh? There's quite a bit to do here, but first of all, we're going to get a soul item, and I'm going to show you Quelana of Izalith, who is one of the daughters of the Witch of Izalith. She sells pyromancies and will appear under some specific conditions, the easiest of which I think is just getting +10 on pyromancy for you. But we can buy great combustion from her, we can buy great fireball from her. There's a few others, but those are the ones that are going to be of interest to me, and she's going to be behind, I think, the second pillar up here. Now that water wheel is the exit out of here that will go back up to the Valley of Drakes, back up to Firelink Shrine, back by where we got this armor set. Here's a large Titanite and Quelana. Fucking bugs. Get out of here. I'm whiffing. You need a good vertical attack. You leaving? Good.
A mere undead, yet you can see me. Fascinating. I am Quelana of Izalith. I am not often revealed to walkers of flesh. You have a gift. Are you too one who seeks my pyromancy, like Salomon? Yes, of course. It should be expected. Very well. You shall be my pupil, but to pursue my pyromancy, you must give something up. Are you prepared to do this?
So here's her inventory. I'm not going to buy anything now, but let's go to window shop.
Long ago, I accepted another pupil like yourself. Over 200 years ago, there was a man almost as bungling as you. In your world, he was called Salomon, the Master Pyromancer. The little rascal really made something of himself. Pyromancy is the art of invoking and manipulating fire. But remember one thing. Always fear the flame, lest you be devoured by it and lose yourself. I would hate to see that happen again. Pyromancy is... But remember one... I would hate...
I don't know. I
No.
like listening to the dialogue,
Well, young
showing
people,
you guys what
you must
the
have patience,
NPCs have to
but do not
say.
keep me waiting much
That's
longer.
the area for the Quelag fight. We're not going there yet. You can see the two stone boulder barbarians at the entrance. Really easy to avoid. But over here across the swamp, when we are not moving, hindered because of our rusted iron ring, we're going to fight these two guys and get the club behind them. I think you could probably sneak in and fight these guys without much of a fuss, but they're not. Yikes! They're not too bad. Like the other barbarians, they're pretty easy to get behind. And if you get into trouble, taking advantage of those iframes. But anyway, if you get into trouble, the bonfire is always just a little bit of ways. But what I'm doing now is I'm going to take care of these guys, I'm going to get the Great Club, and I'm going to show you where to go to farm large Titanite from the slugs. There's also a secret entrance up ahead to the Great Hollow where you can get the Cloranthy Ring earlier than when you would go to the Great Hollow. You have to kind of jump off of a tree into the middle of a stump, I guess, and then you're stuck there, so you should homeward bone, actually. But the ring is always good. You know, it provides increased stamina regen, but I'll show you how to get that. So basically, guys, there's not a lot to talk about right now. We're going to do a big circle, and we're going to look in all these crevices, because I know there's a few items in here, but we're going to look for slugs. You can see an item right up ahead there, but these slugs have a decent chance of dropping large Titanite, which we're going to need to upgrade our weapon. So a few runs should be good. There's Poison Mist. A few runs should be good. You need 9 or 10, I think, large Titanite. Here's our first slug. They don't hit too hard. Again, like most enemies, just don't get swarmed by them. And it's all chance whether or not they drop it. Just like the zombie rats back in the depths when farming humanity. If you increase your soft humanity, that always helps when dropping items. Or you could just farm for souls, farm for items. It depends on how much time you really want to spend and what you're after. But I'll show you how to do a round of this, let you decide if you want to do it. But we've already seen the entrance that goes up to the Great Hollow, so after I take out a few of these guys, I'll show you where to go for that. Got a little bit of bad luck here, I guess, huh? That's okay. One of those guys is bound to drop it. There's one on a corpse. So I'll come back here to farm later. You don't need to watch me do that. I'm just going to show you how to get the Cloranthy Ring, and then we'll head back to the bonfire. So this tree root goes up into the Great Hollow. I don't know how I learned about this first, other than just by following the signs that everybody put down. So there's a plank shield, just whack this wall, and it is illusionary. But there's not one, but two. Twin Humanities, great. Whack that wall, goes away. This area, the Great Hollow, a whole lot of ladders in it. I always found that to be a little bit of a pain. But we're going to take the first ladder down, I think just up ahead here. I'm not going to jump it because I want to save what little health I have left on the next fall. I want to light this bonfire. I don't want to rest at it because I want to be able to homeward bone back to Blighttown. But there's a stump directly below me, right there. And my plan is to kind of hit one of those walls and then fall from there. So I'm going to remove my armor to minimize that damage, and hopefully we can stick the landing. That was pretty good. That was pretty good for me. Okay, so now we have the ring. Let's get home. Alright, so you can see we made it. I put my armor back on. We're going to grab this soul item, and I think that's it for Blighttown, aside from the boss fight, of course. I'm still not human, because I don't want to fight Mildred yet, or move on to the boss, but I am going to show you how to get out of here before we move on. And again, I think the only thing that I haven't gotten was going to be the key to Londo, but that's right on the way out. So we're going to go opposite of this bonfire, and we're going to take the water wheel up. I lied. There's going to be a Firekeeper Soul on the way too, so we're going to get that first, actually. This water wheel was always a little bit risky. Obviously, the frame rate has much improved. This is smooth sailing, but you still want to be careful about when you drop off of the water wheel. I always felt like the very top was probably the best place for it. Just going to get the timing down. There we go. Oh, it didn't have to roll, but that's okay. So there's nothing over here. It's just a couple ladders going up. Come on. I see you hiding over here. So this is where we got the armor set first, but we're not going that way. We already did that. But this kind of paints a picture for you for where we are in relation to Firelink. We're almost back. So obviously there's a dart blower up ahead, shield up, and this little tunnel, damn it, this little tunnel sewer is where Firekeeper Souls are going to be. It's actually right below us, but I don't want to drop down. I know I'd probably have a bad fate if I did that. So I'm going to let the toxin kind of go on me, because I know that I would just get hit again. So I'll just use my flask to heal up. Nope, not yet. Not gonna fall on you guys. But that's where the Firekeeper Soul is. So I'm just gonna heal up and then use a blooming clump after I've killed all these guys. There you go. We're gonna take that ladder down in just a moment. I can take care of you, but your friend is across a little gap, aren't you? Alright, let's get rid of that toxin. Thank you, female merchant. And let's equip our crossbow or bow and arrow. Okay, so I have crossbows, but no bolts. And seriously? What's this guy doing? Boozy, come on! You got a shitty build. You have a crossbow with no bolts. And you have arrows with no bow. But what I do have, I think, is fire bombs. So we'll just use those. all that preparation and something like this, huh? That's okay. Even if I had gotten hit with toxin there, I have enough clumps still. Alright, so I think it's just dogs down here. They shouldn't be too bad. There's a few of them, but as long as you don't let them swarm you, it should be okay. Easy. Alright. Let's get in here, huh? Nice running attack maybe to get these guys. Oh! No! Oh! And just like that, it was over. Well, that's Dark Souls for you, huh? I mean, it's kind of liberating, not having souls, not having humanity, no expectations, no burden, you know? You just kind of do your own thing. Nobody expects anything from you just because you're a piece of shit. Anyway. Yeah, we'll get him back. It'll be fine. That's what I get for being overconfident, though. A little hasty. So, to wrap up the video, we're going to get that Firekeeper Soul. We're going to make our way back to the Firelink Shrine, give the soul to the Firekeeper. Although, now that I think about it, this is our third. I know if you get a couple particular souls, that's when she dies from Lautrec. Shit, so I might have screwed this up. Maybe. I don't know, but it's okay if so, because the Chaos Covenant has a Firekeeper there that can upgrade our flask. So either way, we're going to be able to get a +3, but I'm going to get that soul, I'm going to get out of here, drop attack, just a little bit of revenge there. And then I'm probably going to end the video there. I might show a little compilation of farming the slugs. But in the next video, I'm going to go human, fight Mildred, and then hopefully get Quelag. Should be a pretty easy fight, but I'll explain that next. Oh, and I'm going to get that Astora Straight Sword and Dragon Crest Shield, so I will post a video on that as well. I definitely want that shield for the fight. But there's our souls of humanity again. I'm not going to die here again. I'll back off a little. Man, these guys just keep pushing me back. There we go. Alright. So, you could go out here and take the water wheel. There's really no benefit in it. So I'm going to grab the soul and then just work my way out of here. I'll show you guys what I mean, though. So let's take care of these enemies. There's really not much here, and that water wheel is it's a risky jump, so I'm just not going to do it. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm just going to work my way out of here, go to Firelink Shrine, and prepare for the battle with Quelag. What that involves for me is getting the Dragon Crest shield, upgrading my Claymore to +10, maybe buying a Pyromancy or two, but that's not especially going to help with the fight. And then moving onward, getting Mildred, of course, but she's kind of a waste in the fight. Usually she just gets lost in the lava from Quelag, but a distraction's a distraction, you know? So, yeah, it's starting to go down, but we're going up. To Estus, I can definitely make it. And if Firelink Shrine is still active, I don't want to rest there. I want to homework bone back. Make things as easy as possible. So we're just going to keep going up. After that fight with Quelag, we can light the, ring the second bell. There's the key to New Londo Ruins. We can ring the second bell, move on to Demon Ruins if you want to move that, but again, I might go to Sense Fortress or Grassroot Basin. I don't know, let me know what you want to see next. I haven't quite made up my mind on that. But the Chaos Covenant, 30 humanity, that lets us open the secret entrance to Lost Izalith and save Solaire when the time comes. So that's an important thing. If you care about saving Solaire, you might not, but I could probably just go back and get the shield and the sword now, but I think I'll just put that in another video just to have it real quick. Man, how did I miss that before? Alright, so up we go. Let's take in the sights, huh? Alright, back to Firelink Shrine. Well, yep, she's dead. So that's why you don't save Lautrec, everybody. But that Black Eye Orb is going to allow us to invade him soon enough. So we will get our revenge. We're not really out a lot, other than just not being able to use the Firelink Shrine bonfire. But I don't know, we'll get it back up and running pretty soon. So enjoy. I will see you in the next video for fighting Quelag. Hey everyone, this is Boozy Bones coming at you from the future. Obviously I have Great Fireball equipped, I have some extra souls, +3 flask, but I forgot to tell you that back here there is a Drake scale, very useful in upgrading the dragon weapons, Drake sword, weapons like that. So here you go. Now enjoy my farming videos. Oh, the server. Forgot about you. Alright, so with all of that done, we can reinforce our claymore to +10. I'm going to post a video for you guys on how to get the straight Astora sword and the Dragon Crest shield in the Valley of Drakes, and I will meet you back here for our fight with Quinn.